Certified Angus beef is an industry leader, often noted for its quality and value. And joining me in the studio is Dr. Larry Corah, Vice President of Supply Development for Certified Angus beef. Welcome to the show.
Great to be with you, Kevin.
You know, CAB is such an industry-wide success story. Do you mind sharing a little bit about its history?
It is a great story. It started in 1978, and it started as an idea that a few Ohioans had that with all the changes that occurred in the beef industry, they were trying to find a way to create a quality eating experience for the consumer, but also find a way to drive value for registered Angus cattle. And it started slowly. Its brands are difficult to start, and it certainly didn't have immediate success, but during the 80s and 90s, it has grown to an amazing level. Its impact on the industry, its impact on creating a quality eating experience for the consumer has been tremendous, and creating opportunity for Angus genetics in the beef cattle industry.
Now, recently, I understand you and your team have developed a best practices menu. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, one of the things that our crew decided with all the questions we were getting about how do we manage cattle to hit that target is let's put all the information that we have in terms of trying to put it into one little handy booklet that will tell us how we can get that job done. And it really starts with the use of right kind of Angus genetics. And so using registered Angus genetics and then stacking them, we can get some just absolutely amazing results. We're seeing producers hit 50, 60, 70, 80% CAB acceptance rates through genetics being a big part of it. But beside that, things like nutrition are extremely important. You really have to manage these cattle so they don't have a bad day in their lifetime from a nutritional standpoint. Health, as you'd expect, another big driver in terms of acceptance rates, and that is healthy cattle are going to have a lot higher acceptance rates. And then finally, things like management, just the overall management of these cattle, implanting strategies, a lot of things, deworming type strategies, a lot of little strategies that can have a big impact in terms of whether these cattle will qualify for the grade.
You know, one thing we hear a lot about is genetic technology. Tell us, what role does this emerging DNA testing have in the commercial beef business?
Well, I think one of the really exciting things, Kevin, in the beef cattle industry is the whole genomics area and what DNA technology is going to allow us to do. You know, there's no question, areas that were very difficult to get at from creating predictable genetics through the use of DNA technology, we'll be able to accomplish it. But from a supply management standpoint, one of the things that excites us is many of the markers associated with marbling are very well known and well documented. And so one of the things that we're looking at is how do we create predictability on these calves very early in their lives so that you could manage them really throughout their lifetime to hit a target, a brand like ours. And also even from the female standpoint, from the replacement heifer standpoint, what if we could predict the progeny of those heifers and their ability to qualify for the grade? And so we've got some technology that we're working with some of the companies on that we think is going to be a great technology to be able to use in the industry. We're excited about it.
Well, there's lots of reason to be excited. Thank you all for everything you've done to provide leadership to the industry.
It's been fun. It's fun working on the quality side of the industry.
Absolutely. For more information on Certified Angus beef and their new best practices manual, visit cabpartners.com.